man? Welcome back to the podcast. And today, let me give you my reaction from the game last night. A very, very tough 27-21 loss to the Eagles, my Minnesota Vikings. Come on. I mean, if you watch the game, we got a punt return fumble, a possession starts for us. Our defense was playing fucking fantastic. Get the ball back, Eagles drive in, they kick field goal, or they throw an interception, or they have to punt the ball, whatever the case may be. Alexander Madison fumbles. Justin Jefferson reaches for the touchdown pylon. He fumbles. Goes into the end zone. Oh, it goes over the pylon, touchback, which I fucking hate that rule. Don't get me started on that stupid ass shit. Kirk Cousins, blindsided fumble. I'm not going to blame this one like game one on him recognizing pressure, because the fucking left tackle, Oliudo, who's a backup for Christian Darrisaw, who's one of the best tackles in the NFL, he whiffed on the damn block. And then he got hurt, and I think that he's seriously hurt and might be like on the IR after this shit. It was one of the goofiest, weirdest, wildest fucking games I've ever seen. But as a Vikings fan, this is on par with what we've been through. Our history is painful. Painful. We've had some very, very strange losses. Minnesota should have blew the doors off the Eagles last night. They could not stop our passing game. Just nothing they can do about it. And for whatever reason, Kevin O'Connell just keeps going to the run. Let me say this. I held this back throughout the offseason because I didn't want to get into many debates with people on social media, but I'm going to fucking say it now. Alexander Madison is not a starting running back. He is just not. You let go of Dalvin Cook. You get this power back in Alexander Madison, who's never averaged 4 yards a carry. Right now, we're not even averaging 3 yards a carry as a team. Okay, Philadelphia has an awesome defensive line and offensive line, by the way. I talked about the guard situation, the middle of the offensive line, last video, and last night, Kirk was getting his ass whooped again, and my God. I wrote on Facebook yesterday. He's the toughest quarterback in the NFL. For him to have to deal with week by week the punishment he has to endure because the offensive line cannot protect him very well or well at all is just a shame. It's criminal. There's no fucking way you looked at this team and said, "Oh, these guys should last." They won't. If you want to be a Super Bowl team, this cannot be your offensive line. It just cannot be your offensive line. The defensive line. At this point, I am really starting to think that the front office is strategically ignoring the interior of both lines. Because the way Philadelphia ran the ball, 48 rushes for almost 300 fucking yards, they could not throw the ball down the field. Jalen Hurts was uncomfortable. Brian Flores' defense was fantastic to start that game. Fantastic. But you know what happens? You give them 4 extra possessions. That means the defense has to keep getting on the fucking field, so they just kept running it, halfback dive, halfback dive, halfback dive, 5 yards, 5 yards, 5. At one point, the Philadelphia Eagles had 200 yards rushing, and their longest run was 18 yards. They were just punishing you. And it's not Brian Flores. Listen, it's not B-Flow's fault. He has the guys that he has. You know whose fault it is? Kwesi Odofa-Mensah. Now I'm so happy that we had a new GM. But this analytics, this is my biggest fucking problem with analytics. My biggest problem is you're looking at testing numbers, you're looking at PFF grades and all this other stupid shit instead of just looking at, can the fucking guy play football? Can you another man out of the fucking way. It has to fucking stop. Right now. Right now. Fix both fucking lines. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm calling for jobs now. I don't think this guy's a football guy. I don't. Your 22 draft, Lewis Cine, you trade down to get Lewis Cine a safety when Kyle Hamilton was there at 12. We slide all the way at the back of the fucking first round, get Lewis Cine. We get the Lions Jameson Williams. We trade back again with Green Bay. They get Christian Watson. We get Lewis Cine a safety. You pass up the best safety in the NFL in the draft. You let Baltimore get him. He's playing fantastic. Lewis Cine can't even get on the fucking... He's like the fourth safety. And if he wasn't the first round draft pick, he would probably been cut. I guarantee you. Andrew Booth had a lot of injury issues at Clemson. First round talent, injury issues. He can't get on the field. Ed Ingram, another pick. He can't block shit. What kind of draft did we... Something... Sound the alarm. Not on the season. Not on the season. Sound the alarm on the front office. Because at this point, I don't think they can recognize football talent. When everybody sees that you don't have an offensive line, that your defensive line in the middle was not that good, they're just a bunch of dudes. Danielle Hunter had 3 sacks, and we still got punished on the rushing game, on rushing game. And still lost. I'll see y'all next time, man.